How you doing, Taurus? My name is Vince. Welcome to 7D Tarot. If this message resonates, like, share, and subscribe. And for more clarity on your situation, check out your sun, moon, and rising signs. If you would like to schedule your own personal reading with me, all the info you need is in the description box below. And for a totally fresh perspective, check out my wife's channel over at Empath Tarot. You will love her. You can find her info in the description box as well. And Taurus, make sure you stay tuned till the end of your reading where I will pull a final message from the universe tying everything together. All right, so let's dive right in. Wow, a lot of opportunities here for you. You got the Ace of Cups and you got the Three of Cups. So right now I do see here a third party going to be directly or indirectly referring you to your special somebody. Now this is a kindred spirit or soulmate. And right now this third party is someone that is going to bring this energy into your life. Now, for example, like my wife Alicia and I, we met because a third party invited us both to a birthday party. So we indirectly were referred to each other. That's the same energy that I pick up from you. I do see here, whoever this third party is, all they're waiting for from you is to make sure that you are confident, happy, in a good place. Because when I met my wife Alicia, if that mutual friend did not feel like, hey, Alicia and Vince would be a good contributing member of this party, and in case they didn't feel like it is in our benefit and their benefit for us to go to that party, where would I be today? I would have met the love of my life. And that's the same thing here. So it's like, focus on being you, instill excellent habits, be the best version of yourself, be so magnetic that everyone wants to invite you to functions, everyone wants to be your friend, everyone wants to have you next to them basically. And you do this by living your genuine authentic life, being you, right? When you are looking outwards and trying to figure out life, that's when you're not magnetic, attractive, for example. But when you are doing you, everything comes to you effortlessly. Now, I do see here there's a little bit of resistance, and there's a little bit of resistance preventing you from shining and being your genuine, authentic self. And the reason for that is like there's some sort of hesitation or procrastination stopping you from shining. And whatever this energy is, it is affecting your mood, it is affecting your vibrations, and it's affecting you really being yourself, right? So if you feel like there's a little bit of procrastination or hesitation on your part, you got to ask yourself, what is making me feel like this, right? Because I do see here there's some resistance, there's some sort of energy of doubt or worry every time you are about to do something that you want to take the leap of faith with. You are met with some sort of resistance blocking you from doing so. Now this resistance comes from the ego preventing us from taking advantage of a situation because the ego feels like we're not ready, does not want to see us hurt. So for example, maybe you're like, I want to start a business, but fear sets in and says we're going to fail. Or maybe right now, you want to ask someone on a date, but then fear sets in and we're telling ourselves, oh, they're not going to want to date us. They're going to, we're going to get denied, right? But living life without that fear is actually living life, right? So you got to look at it from that perspective. Like, imagine living your life with no fear. How many more experiences would you have? How many, would you be at the same job right now? Would you be dating the same person? You'd probably be doing things a whole lot differently. Now, fear is an illusion. Distance, separation, all an illusion. And fear is nothing more than a perspective. Are you scared to do something or are you excited? Are you excited? And that's all it comes down to. And right now, your angels are reminding you to let go of that fearful energy. Now, I want to pull an animal card right now because I feel like I'm getting called to get the message for you. And look at that. You got Bobcat Spirit, which is life is a mystery. So it's like the message right now from your angels is do not try to control the outcome, right? Just go with the flow. Learn to love the process. Learn to love the journey. Because I feel like that trying to control the outcome is causing resistance. And that resistance is what I'm feeling. Because when you resist anything, you resist everything. So for example, telling yourself, I want something to happen, and if that something doesn't happen, then I'm not going to be happy. Like for example, imagine like going to a store and telling yourself, oh, they better have this food I want to buy, or they better have these shoes I want to buy, and if I go there and they don't have it, I'm going to be upset. That's attachment right there, right? So we don't control whether those shoes are there, right? But you do control whether or not you get upset if those shoes are not there. And that attachment right there is resistance. And you got to understand that there's the laws of this third dimension of law of attraction. So if you think something is going to happen that's bad, it is going to happen. It's just going to draw it to you. That's how it works. So right now, the universe is letting you know, do do not be controlled. Do not be, set on an outcome. Instead, learn to love the journey. So for example, don't tell yourself, I will be happy when I have $1 million. Tell yourself, I am happy along the journey to make $1 million. I'm happy to start a business. I'm happy to get a promotion at work. I'm happy to grind it and really just instill all these new excellent habits in my life. Now you got the 3 of Wands, and you also got the 9 of Pentacles, which is very interesting. So some of you have been waiting for some sort of financial relief when it comes to your work. And right now you can expect your career energy to blossom and grow. So if you've been waiting to hear back regarding a decision, maybe it's regarding a decision whether you're going to get approval for a loan, or maybe you're going to, you're waiting to hear back whether, there's some sort of opportunity is about to present itself to you. Maybe you've been waiting to network with someone, collaborate. Maybe you're waiting for someone to enter your life and to be able to get some mentorship, some guidance, right? Some sort of energy. And right now, your ships are coming in, because I do see here, in fact, you got the 8 of Pentacles and the 6 of Wands, that the victory when it comes to your career and work is very, very close, but also not to pivot and change course, but to really just focus on whatever it is you're doing, because the goal line is, the victory line is very, very close for you. So it's like, don't change your strategy up now, right? Like sometimes as humans, whenever we get close to victory, we self-sabotage. I'll give you an example. Like imagine like you are trying to get to a certain goal weight, and as soon as we make progress, we're like, okay, let's have a cheat day rather than a cheat meal. Or maybe you're trying to save up to buy a house, and as soon as we save up a bunch of money, we're like, you know what, let's just splurge on something, I deserve it. But whatever the case is, I see here that you are very, very close. So maybe you're putting a lot of time and energy in your career or business, and you're asking yourself, like, is this going to pay out? It is going to pay out very, very soon here for you. Now you got the King of Swords and you have the Chariot. So right now, Spirit is telling you to really come up with a game plan, strategically use your intellect and wisdom, and tell yourself, what is my 1 year, 3 year, 5 year, 10-year game plan? And then to be able to look at the lessons in the past and use those lessons to as experience and wisdom and knowledge to be able to get to your game plan. And I do see here with the Hierophant and the Star card, you have accumulated a lot of lessons, a lot of data accumulated, and you got to look at it from that perspective, right? So for example, first and foremost, what are you looking to do, right? Like, what is your game plan? Is your game plan to, start a business? Is your game plan to, date someone? Is your game plan to, or maybe you're happy where you're at? But you have to have a clear and concise image of what you're looking for. And then once you have that clear and concise image, you just backtrack. Like, for example, like, rather than tell yourself, oh man, I want to make $1 million, tell yourself, okay, well, imagine I had $1 million right now. Now, how did I make that million? How did I make 500,000? How did I make 100,000? How did I make 10,000? How did I make 1,000? How did I make 100? Right? Backtrack, have a game plan, and then everything will seem effortless. But sometimes, Taurus, whenever we're looking at the outcome, and you're like, oh my goodness, how am I going to do it? That's when our morale and our motivation goes out the window. So focus on just, the next step, the next micro step, not the entire staircase. All right, Taurus. Now, I'm going to pull a final message from the universe for you. Final message for Taurus. And right now the universe says, keep your dreams alive. And look at this card though. Whoa, super cool. Now, this is number 25. And the message is, start to identify plans and actions that will lead you to achieve your dreams and goals. Your dreams can become your reality. This is a time when you need to be able to apply detailed planning in order to manifest your dreams and realize your goals. You need to remain focused on the practical side of things. Keep your feet firmly planted on the ground. It is easy to be distracted by more ideas and concepts. Keep focused on what is realistic and achievable. Your common sense and pragmatic approach will lead you to the solution that actually works. Begin taking steps that will bring you closer to your dreams. See, you have to have a dream. You have to have a clear and concise image of what you're looking for. If you don't, it is going to be hard to get what we want. And what does that really mean is, we have to have a vision, a story of the future that we can move towards, right? Direction. Imagine like GPS or a map. You got to know where you're going. But whenever we don't have that, we feel lost. And it's like, if you don't know Spirit doesn't know. And that's the thing. We always feel like our angels, our guides, the universe is a mind reader. The universe will not interfere in your life because they're free will. The universe is just waiting for direction. Give the universe direction by knowing what you want, tapped into an elevated emotion which has a frequency, quantum entangle using brain and heart coherence, and then the universe will deliver exactly what it is you're looking for. All right, Taurus, I hope you enjoyed your reading. Hope there was a message in here for you. If there was, like, share, and subscribe. Thank you. Till next time, honor your soul.